Hey, hey, I'm Zach Hoffman, the voice of Zartan. Welcome to the Super Awesome Geek Show. Woohoo!
Hey, Beavis and Butthead.
Hey guys, John here, and welcome back to the Super Awesome Geek Show. Today we've got something a little different. It's still toy related. It's related to G.I. Joe, vintage G.I. Joe from the 80s. And this is a collection of pamphlets, paraphernalia. What do you call it? Ephemera? I don't know what they call it. Is that what they call it? What's a name for all these like paper products that are related to G.I. Joe? These are checklists, file cards, mail away things. First off, we have a file card for Globulus. We actually have the whole Cobra La team here. Descended from the Serpent Kings of prehistory, Globulus rules over the Cobra La, a hidden secret valley in the Himalayas where the high priest of the biomechanical cult have created a technology based solely on living organisms. Whoa. This is crazy. Yeah, the Cobra La were crazy. They all came in one pack, the Cobra La team. And this is Globulus, the leader of the forces. The Nemesis Enforcer. He is a guy that's in charge of the army. They say in Cobra La that Globulus raised the Nemesis Enforcer from a pile of dead things, and that where his soul should be there is nothing but emptiness. His leathern wings have beat across the night sky since before the Ice Age has tirelessly carried out the sinister means, the efforts, of Cobra La and all that. He was actually mistaken for vampires and harpy and things like that because of his wings. So that in G.I. Joe lore, he's the reason we believe in those things. The Royal Guard, now these are the troopers. This is your troop builder guy, bred and surgically enhanced for size, strength, and endurance. The Royal Guards of Cobra La are responsible for personal protection of Globulus and the rest of the guys. They're like the foot soldiers. They are tactically unimaginative and relatively useless without supervision. So they're pretty dumb. So it looks like these connected this way in a line. So we've got the artwork here forming the back of the front of the package. The file cards were on the back, and I believe two figures went there and Globulus went on the side. I think Globulus took up the whole one side over here of the packaging, and then these two figures were here. Yeah, pretty cool to have all three Cobra La file cards, and we have a Night Creeper thrown in. Captured Cobra documents reveal the existence of a contract between Cobra Commander and a syndicate of high-tech ninjas. These are called Night Creepers. So they are high-tech ninjas. They do all field intelligence and covert operations for Cobra. Pretty interesting. And we got the file, the front of the thing there. So cool. The Night Creeper. Now we're moving on to mail away things. This is The Secret of the Dark Lagoon. Dun, dun, dun. What do we got here? A hideous plan unfolds on Cobra Island. Oh my gosh. What could it be? What could this hideous plan be? We have a mail-away coupon inside here. You can order your G.I. Joe personalized dog tag embossed with your name and address so you won't get lost. You can get a G.I. Joe Skyhawk, the hovercraft. There's some Cobra vehicles. Strange sounds and eerie lights are coming from a dark lagoon on Cobra Island. These bone-chilling noises and weird lights are Cobra's deadly new device, a monstrous machine that sucks energy from anywhere in the world, leaving everyone powerless and defenseless. Oh my gosh. So G.I. Joe's got to take their team in secretly and stop the Cobra forces. But Cobra's going to retaliate with some of its own troops. So G.I. Joe's bringing in the Skyhawk, the hovercraft. Figures are not included with those vehicles. Where Cobra is responding with the Sea Ray, the battle barge, and jetpack. And we have some G.I. Joe martial arts guys. Explore the secret of the Dark Lagoon with your own G.I. Joe figures and vehicles. Wow. Order today. Yeah. I'd get the martial arts pack for sure. I wonder if that still exists. So let's see here. We could do all this through this order form. Maple Plain, Minnesota. They were always in Minnesota, weren't they? The Sea Ray, the hovercraft. Look at this. One item is $1.75 shipping. Boy, I wish it was that cheap today to ship stuff. $5 for 5 of these items. You could ship the hovercraft with 4 other items for $5. The hovercraft is $29.95 plus 5 flag points. Or you could just straight out buy it for $33.70. Look at that thing. Wow. What was mine? Was it 170? I want to say it was 175 at Joe Fest 2 years ago. They're over $200 now. So that wouldn't have been a bad buy. $30. Cobra Sea Ray, $8. The martial arts team, $6.95. You're not going to get that Marvel martial arts team today for $6.95. Huh. Pretty cool. I like these little things. I'm a fan of these kind of mail away things. I'm glad that people kept them and they still exist. I won a job lot of these off eBay. That's how I got all this stuff. And what's this mystery figure? Does this thing still exist? I didn't know this existed. I want to look this up. The G.I. Joe Collector's Kit. Mysterious figure in the wilderness battle. Is it G.I. Joe or Cobra? Order your G.I. Joe Collector's Kit and find out. The kit comes with a mysterious action figure, weapons, figure stand, collector book, and a package of trading cards. What? And a dog tag. How much was that? $19.95? That's the most expensive thing. Oh, well, the hovercraft was more, wasn't it? I want to know if this still exists. I want to see if anyone has that. I want to know what the mystery figure was. Probably a random figure, huh? Is this $15.95 for 4 figures? These guys were $15.95 when they came out. I have this set. I got a deal on mine, but I do think that this set goes for close to $200 now. From their remote hideout in the Montana wilderness, Cobra is disrupting telecommunications worldwide. He must send in those 4 Joes to help out. And here's the hovercraft again for $30. Oh, we have a Cobra Wolf. And a blue ninja. Interesting. Are all these guys different colors than the original ones? Because look at that Deep Six. That Deep Six is blue and orange normally, and here he is yellow and black. Cobra sends the Wolf and Ninja Viper. Wasn't the Ninja Viper red, and now he's blue in this one? I'm curious about these figures now. Let me know in the comments below. Were they available at retail in these colors? I know the 4-pack was not. But are these other ones? Deep Six Hawk and Cobra Ninja Viper. I think they were different colors in the retail version, but sometimes they put out figures more than once, so I could be wrong. I'm going to have to look that up. The 4 figures, yeah, $15.95 or $18.20 to buy them outright with no flag points. Yeah, they're close to $200 a set these days. Could be sometimes even more, you know? Wow. That is crazy. Boy, I wish I had ordered a lot more of these things when I was a kid. Here's this Top Secret Dispatch. Top Secret Dispatch from Duke. Duke says to G.I. Joe team member from Duke. Duke signed it himself. You get a letter here from Duke explaining that there's secret missions that you're going to have to take on to defeat Cobra. And these secret missions require you to buy some mail-away action vehicles. So, oh, and an action figure. I guess you get Hooded Cobra Commander. So the first one is Operation White Knight. And you're going to need a Polar Battle Bear to go up against the Hiss Tank and Cobra Commander. The snowmobile is $3. The Hiss Tank is $4. And Cobra Commander is $1.75. Look at that. Wow. That's an even better deal than the Hiss Tank we got just recently. What did we pay? Close to $30 for it? And now, originally it was just $4. Because we do think that the one I got recently was the mail-away one. So I paid $30 for a $4 vehicle. But the Hiss can go for more than that. I got a deal on it myself. This one is Operation Summit, codename Summit. You need a parachute pack, a manta, and a jump jet pack. So you can get all those. The parachute pack is $1.50. Today those parachutes are worth a lot of money because nobody kept them in good shape. They all got ripped and ruined. And here is Shooting Star, Operation Codename Shooting Star, where you need a Wolverine, a Whirlwind, an MMS mobile missile system. You're going to have to get yourself a G.I. Joe cap and a t-shirt. I don't know why you need those for this mission, but you do. The t-shirt and cap are more expensive than the vehicles, which is opposite of today. T-shirts and caps are cheaper usually than toys. $1 shipping and handling. Can you imagine? You can order as much as you want. It'll only cost you $1 to get it shipped. What the crap, man. Compared to today. Wow. Man, looking at these, don't you wish that you ordered like a lot of it? I know I got like most of these vehicles from the mail-away system. I think I got everything that was in that pamphlet. I think we did. Between my brother and I think we got everything that was in that mailed to us for that particular one. Mom just liked mailing away our flag points and stuff. We'd buy figures, and this is the way we got the little missile systems and everything, was doing the mail-aways. Because they were actually a lot cheaper than the retail stores for these things. And some things like that Manta, I think, are only available through these mail-aways. I don't think the Manta was ever a retail thing. I think it was only in these mail-away pamphlets. Warning, you don't want to let this fall into the hands of Cobra. 1984. So these are older ones. Yeah, there's the HAL. Cobra Commander. The Manta. The Flak attack cannon. The jump jetpack. Yeah. Yeah, I think we got all of these from these mail-away things. because I've got every single one of these when I was a kid. Yeah, there's the MMS. I remember actually writing when I would mail away for these things, because I got used to the fact that they didn't come with the figures. And I remember writing and putting a letter in with the mail away stuff saying, you know, I threw in like 5 extra flag points. Can I get a figure, you know, for these, you know? And it did work a couple times. You get a random figure in a baggie, but it did not work all the time. So sometimes I just lost the extra flag points. But there was 1 or 2 times where we did get a figure with it, and it was in a baggie. I think they just threw a random figure in, because I think that's how we got our Grand Slam, if I remember right. Oh, look at these. Headband and wristbands. I don't think we ever got those. Those weren't toys, so we didn't really care about it. And you can join the G.I. Joe team. That's cool. Like a club. A yearly club. G.I. Joe Strike. So this folds out this way. There's a big order form on this one. Something fouls afoot. Ooh, this is where you got the APC. We did not get that APC carrier. We did not get the Slugger as a kid. But we did get the Polar Battle Bear. We got the Wolverine. We got the Pack Rats. We did not get the Stinger Jeep. So this is where we didn't get everything. We started to not get everything. But I got the Wolverine with CoverGirl, so I think I got that in a store. And we have the VTOL, the Skyhawk, right? But we got the Fang, but we never got the Asp as a kid. But I mean, I have all these now, but we didn't get them as kids. I remember getting the water. Mark got the water moccasin, but he did get Copperhead, so we must have got that on its own. Yeah, look at this. You get a G.I. Joe magazine and joining the fan club. That's pretty cool. I wonder if there's any fan club kits out there. That would be a neat thing. APC $9. Slugger $5. Wow. Video cassette for $40. What? That's expensive for a VHS tape. Holy crap. The VTOL's $3. Hiss $4. Night Attack $5. These are like Wolverines $4. Slugger. Huh. And there's just 1 shipping charge on these again. Jeez. You could buy as much as you want and have like super low shipping. This is the end of Sergeant Slaughter. Oh no. No. It can't be. Proof of purchase, flag points. This is just for an example. Raise the flag. Oh, look, there's Sergeant Slaughter chained up. So this is like a fun one. Greetings. As you can see, Slaughter is mine. Surrender all blueprints of the Defiant Space Launch Complex, or you'll see a real Slaughter. You have 24 hours. Cobra. Huh. Wow. It's done like a ransom letter. Cobra snags Slaughter. No. Oh, look at that. We've got the large size 8-inch plastic wrestling figures. I have that Hulk Hogan. We should get a Sergeant Slaughter one to go with. Oh, look at that. I forgot these were made by Hasbro. Yeah. That's pretty cool. That's fun. So you could get this with flag points, even though it's a different line. That's fun. Oh, look, there's the fridge. Refrigerator Perry. I have that figure. That was expensive. That one might be like $70 to $80, sometimes $100 these days. And you could have ordered it here. The Snowcat, the Awestriker, the Devilfish. Oh, here we go. Here's the driver's pack. Oh, but I noticed an error right away. Look at this. The Hiss driver says Stinger, and the Stinger driver says Hiss. They got them mixed up. So even back then, some Hasbro guys didn't know what they were doing. Copperhead's right, Thunder's right, Crankcase, Frostbite, yeah. But they mixed up the names on the Cobra ones. You get all 6 figures for one low price. Okay, you have to buy these as a pack. I wonder if the driver pack still exists. That's an interesting thing to see. Or were they all just individually bagged, not bagged as one full set? I don't know. That would be an interesting collector's item to have the mail-away drivers set. Wow. That's cool. Oh, here we go. We've got some Cobras on this side. These are all individual. All right, so you get Hooded Cobra Commander, Major Blood, the Cobra Trooper, and Sergeant Slaughter. You can order each of those individually. And here's another G.I. Joe fan club join. And you can get a watch. Neat. There's the order form. $1.50. Wow. You could buy one of everything and just pay $1.50 for shipping. That's like ridiculous, you know? The box would be massive. They'd be like, oh, we didn't expect that someone would buy everything at once. I think we bought like 1 or 2 things at a time. But I think the Awestriker I bought in retail with crankcase. Yeah, there was... And the Hiss, I think we bought both ways. We bought retail, and then we also bought it as a mail-away because I wanted more Hiss tanks. I loved that thing when I was a kid. The Incredible Shrinking Joes and the Invasion of the Giant Cobras. Oh no, this is done like an old thing. Like, yeah. Ace and a Fang copter. Interesting. Chop Chop, it says. This is done like a comic book almost. Let's unfold this and see what it has to offer. I think these are still mail-away things, right? Yeah. Plus 2 flag points. Okay. So, oh, this was interesting. So this particular ferret is bright blue. So if you got a dark blue one, you got the retail. But if you have a bright blue one, you have the mail-away one, which was interesting. These were all mail-aways. Wow. I need that missile system in the middle. I've got the other 2. And I think I have all these figures. Yeah. Wow, this is cool. Checkpoint Alpha. I loved the Checkpoint Alpha. I used it. I played with that a lot. We had it at the entrance to the base. And every time someone came in, we had to check out their ID at Checkpoint Alpha. Here's the APC carrier again. And these are the minifigures. So this totally unfolds to show off all the minifigures. And I guess you could buy the minifigures as one big set. I was seeing if I could zoom it out anymore, but I guess I can't zoom the camera out anymore. Order now! Oh, and here's the... this guy is like $150 to $200 now with the patch. He's really expensive. And there was a couple different color variants of him. And how much was he? Personalized Joe was $7.50. Personalized Joe $7.50, or $9 if you just buy it outright. If you don't have any flag points, I would happily spend $9 these days, plus the $4 shipping. Well, one item would have been $1.50. Five or more is $4 shipping. Wow. So that'd be if you just bought that guy with the $9, it'd be $10.50. And here we have one of the G.I. Joe booklets that were put in with the figures, or with the vehicles, I think. These were put in with the vehicles so you could know everything that was currently coming for the line. And this one, I think, is an 84, right? Yeah, I think this is an 84 one, 1984. Maybe 84, 85. That's cool. I love all those figures on a cool shot like that. The mini vehicles, I have all these right now. Let's go through. What do you have? Let me know in the comments below. Is there any of these things you're missing? I do not have an original Trouble Bubble. And look at that. We have the blue snake here. I had one as a kid, but I have two white ones now, but I don't have the blue one anymore because I actually traded that for Star Wars vehicles. Now these are the things I lack today. I had most of these when we were kids, but I don't have any of those things there now. And here I have the howitzer, but not much else. No, I got to get all those at the top, pretty much. And then we have all these big vehicles. I've got all of the ones here on this top page. I'm trying to figure out how to fit this in the camera. There we go. Yeah, I've got a Stinger. I've got two Sluggers, the regular retail and the mail-away Slugger. They're different paint. I've got a Awe Striker. We just recently went through that. And then a bunch of Snowcats. I've got two Sharks, two Cobra Water Moccasins. So yeah, we got plenty of these things. Wow, that looks great though. Look at the action shots you get here. It's pretty neat. The Rattler and the Dragonfly. I got both of those. I've got two Dragonfly. And the brown Locust one. Locust Fly or whatever it was. And the Tiger Fly, the Tiger Force one. The Tactical Battle Platform. I've got that. I've got a Bridge Layer. I had the Tactical Battle Platform as a kid. I loved it. Always wanted a Bridge Layer, but didn't get it till I was an adult. We have the Hydrofoil, the Sky Striker, the Hovercraft Whale, and the Mauler Tank. I got the Mauler Tank when we were kids. I love it. The G.I. Joe base and the aircraft carrier USS Flag. Scuba helped me get the base, Scuba Pete. I'm still thankful for that one, Scuba, so thank you. But don't have a flag. Only one kid we knew when we were kids had the flag. So here we have another pamphlet. This is later on, probably 85. So that was 84. This is the 85 one. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so this one totally unfolds like so. You can definitely see the color scheme of Cobra in this one. We have the Serpentor with Air Chariot, and we have all the available figures that were new for this year. Pretty cool. I think I have all the figures. Got the Air Chariot. I have Tomax and Zema. I don't have a Terradrome. I've got all these. I don't have the firing range, but I got the other two. I've got all this except the Trouble Bubble. And we have all that stuff. Mark had the Hydrofoil and the Raven when we were kids, but now I've got them. Yeah, pretty cool. And you could definitely see that color scheme. Cobra was red, blue, and black. All right, we flip it over and we've got all the Joe vehicles. So we've got the Devilfish, which I do have one, but I don't think mine's in that good a shape. I've been hunting for another one. Don't have those ammo things. I've got a Tomahawk. Had the Tomahawk as a kid too. I loved it. And then I've got two of those the bases for G.I. Joe, but not the other two. I got the Havoc. I have those two. I've got a Conquest. Don't have the flag, but I've got the platform. I've got the vehicle. Got those two. Have two of the Slaughter vehicles. LCV Recon Sled would be neat to get a second one. They look good together, 2 or 3. I've got those. Oh, I don't have the bomb disposal one. I need to get that one. And now we have, this I think is 87. I think we're skipping a year. I don't think this is 86. I think this is 87. I don't know for 100%. It's 86 or 87. So this is where we get into stuff like the Rolling Thunder, which I do have. I got one a few years back at a really good deal and had it shipped to me. I had to get this one shipped to me. But even with shipping, it was a fantastic deal, and I love it. It's so massive. The Defiant, don't have the Defiant complex. Scuba got it. Remember when, I don't know if you've seen the video when Scuba gets that, but you should check that out on All Things 80s. We've got the Phantom. I really want this. I really want one of those. That extendable mobile battle platform base. I don't have a lot of these vehicles. I have the Sergeant Slaughter vehicle. Got the Pulver Punisher Persuader up there. I've got that. I remember I had some of these as a kid, but I don't have a lot of them now. I got to go through and get a lot of these, I think. Now these wind-up things, we had them as kids, but look how ridiculous that three-wheeler and this little thing is. They looked terrible. And it's like, I don't even think I want them as an adult. But I remember having some of them as a kid. Battle Force 2000, all these ships and vehicles come with a piece that you can later use to form the battle platform. Always thought that was kind of neat. And on the Cobra side, I think I have more of these than I do on the Joe side. I've got the Bug complete. It's really cool. The Bug is an awesome vehicle. I've got the... Look, they tell you to make a check mark. I've got the Mamba. I need a Stiletto. I want one of those. That red ship there. I've got the Asp, is that called? The Wolf, the Sea Ray. I've got the Worm thing. I've got all of those small vehicles. So yeah, I've got mostly I have the Cobra stuff from this time period and not the Joe stuff. I don't have any of the Iron Grenadier stuff though, except the figures. So I got to get those vehicles. And I have most of these figures. I don't have Budo in that form. I've got the mail-away Budo, but not that one. I don't have the Flame Trooper Charbroil. And let's see. Some of those Battle Force guys I don't have. There's a couple down there I don't have. The Cobras, I think I have them all. Yeah, I think I've got all the Cobras. A couple G.I. Joe I need still, but that's it for this year. There's the Cobra Law team. What we saw on the file cards at the beginning, we are now bringing up at the end of the show. So we've come full circle. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I do appreciate it. Let me know what your favorite pamphlet was, and let me know how much of this stuff you actually have. How much did you have of it as a kid? Do you remember mail ordering some of it? And then how much do you now have as an adult? Did you recollect, or do you still have the stuff from when you were kids? How much of this stuff do you remember looking at these pamphlets and drooling over what you wanted next? Let me know in the comments below. All right, guys, appreciate you watching. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you guys in the next one, all right? See ya! The Super Awesome Geek Show is part of the Super Awesome Geek Show network. Please check the description below and subscribe to the channels that interest you.
I am John, Wookiee impersonator and Aladrin warlock with the Warriors of the Stars. Along came Jason, my bearded friend. Fabulous secret ideas were revealed to me the day he came to my house and said, I want to make a podcast! Only 2 others share this secret.
I am Chris Visions. I like walks on the beach, sunsets, poodles.
What's up, everybody? Morphin' time.
Hi, I'm Rick Remender.
Rob, the artist.
Hey everybody, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm Mr. Isabella.
Hi, this is Ashley Eckstein, voice of Ahsoka Tano.
Robbie Amell.
What's up, guys?
Today I have special guest Mike Selinker.
You do indeed.
We're working on Black Science.
Bob McLeod, creator of the New Mutants. I've been working for Marvel and DC Comics for the last 40 years. Brian Herbert.
About a year ago, I've got a Twitter site. I couldn't get my own name. Somebody took my name.
And we have special guest Gus Lopez.
Oh, hey guys, I'm thrilled to be on.
Robin Hobb is here.
Working on a trilogy called The Fitz and the Fool.
Livio Raimondelli.
Appreciate it. I'm a big Transformers fan, G1 fan myself.
Together we started talking about toys, comics, games, and movies on the Super Awesome Geek Show!